This is a resume review of a AIML research and development intern. So these were very difficult for me to find. I want to be clear, these keywords are not the entire list. They are just sort of a guideline for it because I would need you to sort of be with me to double check to make sure. Because again, what you're going to look for is also going to differ. Like, are you doing a bachelor's intern or are you doing a PhD intern? Those are very, very, very different internships. So let's take a look at what you said. You said 75 ratio, which isn't great, but not bad. Again, that's a C minus. It passes, but barely. You're trying to get into neuroscience or neuroscience tech adjacent. Because of grad school admissions. Yes. So part of the problem I saw here is most of these positions required a PhD, which it doesn't. It looks like you have a bachelor's. So these I don't think you really want to go for AIML research or development because I think that's sort of like, that's a PhD level. But what I found for them is like the following: model, build, test AI, ML, machine learning, NLP, algorithms, LLM, language, API, PyTorch, TensorFlow. So if y'all like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe, or stop by my Twitch at Headless Headhunter on Twitch.tv. I think that's the one. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST. That's where I do these reviews, and I go over that with people, and I go in more in-depth stuff. Primarily about how to get the keywords, because the keywords are the most important part of the resume. The problem is I have not found an easy way to port them to a YouTube video. So that's basically the only thing you get on my Twitch. So with that said, let's take a look at this resume. So, Bachelor's of Science in Neuroscience. Again, I feel like you're not looking for AIML research and development. Did I get the wrong one? Like, I don't know if I got the wrong... No, I didn't. This is what you put in. Yeah, so you're not... I don't think you're going to find AI research and development at this level. I just don't. You can find AI internships. I think that's something you can do. But not specifically that. So I want to give you better than this, and I don't like starting off a video with barely any information, but I don't have enough to give you the help you need beyond formatting. Let me just say that out there. So I'm going to help for formatting at least. This studied abroad. I don't know why this is here. So this should really be, let's say, 3 lines best at max. You want this right here, and then the coursework for this might actually be important. So I'd pick maybe 1 or 2 of the courseworks that are important, such as computing for scientists, maybe. But even these, I don't even think you need this. Yeah, so this should be like 2 lines max. This entire section should be 2 lines max. So research experience. Curated the lab's extension of metadata, trained 8 interns on neurorecognition, visualization, CVIP, neurotic, additionally trained. Yeah, this is not... I don't know what kind of intern you're going for, but this is not an AI ML research and development intern. So if I somehow screwed up here, or I clicked the wrong button, or you did, let me know. I'll give you a freebie. We'll skip the line. Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I don't see that. So formatting wise, I still want you to do it here. This is how I want your formatting, right? Work history or projects here. I want your education inserts here. I want it to look like this because there's a lot of wasted space. So this I also want in bullet points. I don't know what you do. Yeah, I don't know what you do. This is too complex. You gotta lower it for me a little bit. So I do like the fact you were acknowledged in a research paper. I think that's good. Investigating presented perfect. Again, I got a bachelor's in psych like 15 years ago, and I did a neuroscience thing. So this is semi-familiar to me, and I think you're looking for the wrong stuff. So, intended workshop, learn how to use... Okay, so yeah, what we're going to be looking for as an intern across most things are a basic understanding of the keywords and qualifications. I don't know what position you're actually going for, but I don't see a basic understanding of it. What I want is these to be in bullet points. I want you to show just the basics of it, right? We're not going too deep into it. And then I want to know about how you worked well with others and other people. So... I wish I had better advice for you than this. The problem is this is highly specific and it doesn't seem correct. So, but again, Dean's List, this should be in the education up top. That's why you can make it more than two lines. And this is also good so you can have a presentation up top. Like, this formatting is not helping you, right? I need this to be clearer. Because you have technical skills down here. You have membership down here, which I don't need. I don't know what membership would be. You have cybersecurity down here. This is a nightmare to read. I don't know what you do. And from this, I still don't know. I know that you, as a research assistant, you trained 8 interns. And you use Slurm. That's it. This is too technical. You have over-engineered it. You are a very smart person. You are a smart cookie. But I'm not able to handle all that cookie. You need to make it more simple. You need to be more specific. Your audience for this is not going to necessarily be other people like that would understand this. It is going to be the people that would be like, I don't know what a neuron is. I know what a neuron is. They may not. So that's how you got to make it. Please leave a comment below. I want to make sure I can help you out. I don't like giving these types of reviews when I can't really find enough of the stuff, but let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a full stack developer. The only thing they said to me, they didn't tell me their ratio, was just currently in college. So what we're going to be looking for in a full stack dev is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and any extra relationships, Python, C, Java, or Git. Whoo! Got through it without taking a breath. So that is what we're going to be looking for right up here. My only issue with this is I don't know if you're looking for internships positions, because internships are not going to want all of that. They're going to want like 50% of that, but I'm going to assume you're looking for full-time positions. So, first off, where's your education? Your education needs to be up top. Absolutely needs to be up top. If you are just graduating or looking for internship positions, which you might be, your education needs to be up top. That is a qualification. It is something the recruiter needs to see. It doesn't need to be 12 pages long. It just needs to say, got it, they're in college, good, we're good. That's it. Or they graduated. That's all we need. That's all we need. Rebuilt 60 pages from scratch, modern website, achieve user engagement. I don't care. Okay, again, I don't care. There's nothing here I want. This is what I want for full stack. SEO, kind of, but that's a bonus. I need the other stuff. I need TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React API. So, led the creative direction for a team of 5 designers and developers and branders and users. Again, this is not reading like a full stack. This is reading just like a front-end dev. Also, this is really weird because you went from a chief design officer to a front-end developer intern? That doesn't make sense. People need... So here's the problem with job titles. Job titles, you can change, right? That's okay. The issue is what you change them into. As an example, I am a recruiter. People know in general what recruiters do. At one of my previous jobs, I was called a talent advisor manager, I think. Talent advisor advocate, right? Talent advisor advocate. Nobody knows what that means. So for my resume, I changed talent advisor advocate to recruiter because internal recruiter, because that makes sense. That's okay. What would be a lie is if I changed it to manager of recruitment. Because I did not manage recruitment. I did not manage other people. So your job titles can be malleable, but they need to give you a better idea of what you did. And chief design officer into front-end developer intern is sus as hell. That doesn't make any sense. It's weird. Why would you go from that to specifically an intern? Why would you go? It's weird, right? So I want it. Job titles can be changed, but they need to change into what you actually are. So, like, again, people used to use the example of, like, if you're a cashier, you say financial handler, right? That's a bad idea. Cashier is a better title because it gives you an idea of what it is. So I don't know what the hell is up with these titles. I also am looking here. I don't see anything that I would need. I don't see any keywords. No, still no keywords. Nothing. Discord, interesting. I didn't know Discord uses JavaScript, but yeah, this would not work. This would not fly. So the problem is, your job titles are very suspect. they are very, very suspect, and I don't see any of the keywords. Now, if you're going for an intern, it'd be a little bit different. You want to show you can work well with others, which the bullet points are okay. And then again, these need to be separate, like bullet points. This bullet point into this bullet point doesn't make sense. They need to be spaced. So there's really, I could not move forward with this at all. This is just very confusing, and you do not want the person reading your resume to be confused, because they are going to go with the worst option, and that is usually a rejection. So this does not work at almost any level. The only thing I will say is the formatting will take like 5 minutes to change, which again, you need education up top, you need better keywords, which are right there, and why are you a chief design officer, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then you go to an internship. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a software engineer intern. This person actually has a pretty good ratio. They are at 1 in 50 for a software engineer intern, which is really solid, honestly. So that's like a B minus. So I'm expecting this to be good, and then maybe only a couple of small tweaks, which, based on the corner of my eye, before I actually look at this, is probably going to be a little bit of formatting, but content, I'm assuming, is good. And content is more important than formatting. I've said that a lot, and that's very true. So let's look. What we're going to be looking for an intern is a couple of basic things. Basic knowledge of tech stack. We're talking library, language, SQL, cloud, and the ability to work well with others, takes direction and criticism, and prior internships. It is very much a win more kind of thing. So if you have an internship, it is easier to get more internships. So let's look. This is hard to read. See, I don't know if this is needed. Again, I'm not a huge fan of this formatting. There's way too much bolding. Truthfully, if you just removed like all the bolding in here and probably remove that, it'd be easier. Again, not a huge thing of skill sections, but it's not a huge deal because you're getting 1 in 50 at least. So let's see. Experience, AI engineering and research intern. This is good. Developed a scalable vector. Scalable is a very good keyword for a lot of stuff. Most things are scaled. Python, LangChain, Gemini API, Selenium, web browser. Yeah, these are keywords that I'd want. Contributed to make performance for a data review. Honor Society hackathon. Yeah, this is good. They would like this. Troubleshooting bugs. This is good. Yeah. So, I mean, I can see why you're getting interviews. I mean, the real thing is your formatting's a little off. I would prefer you use my formatting, but I mean, even if you just removed all the bolding, with the exception of the education and the experience and your name and the projects, you'd be fine. I think this is more of a formatting issue. It's still rough, but I think if you just remove some of that formatting and made it easier to read, maybe remove the skill section, you would probably get like a 1 in 40, 1 in 35. So we go from like a B minus to like a B plus, essentially. It's still a B because, again, it's tough out there for interns. I don't want like anybody to think like even with a phenomenal resume, you're going to get hit with like 1-in-1 interviews. It's still rough. So... But yeah, you have the right keywords. You've written them correctly. I see that you can work well with others. I can see that you can like do all that stuff. You have previous experience. This is a very solid resume. It's just held back by some formatting issues and maybe a little bit of extraneous stuff. So that's it. Overall solid. Do like. Let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a full stack software engineer. So what this person's ratio is 75-1, which is not great. Again, that's like a C minus, because look, tech is bad right now, y'all. Otherwise, I would say that's like a fail, but tech is really bad. It's highly competitive. This does mean this resume does kind of pass, but barely. So let's take it to the next level, and as those cooking shows say, like, jazz it up, make it whatever. I don't know. You don't really want to jazz up your resume. Anyway, what we're going to be looking for is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, and bonuses would be extra languages such as Python, C, Java, and Git. So this formatting is way off. Please use the formatting on my website below, which if the formatting's this bad and you're getting 1 at 75, my guess is going to be that your actual bullet points are solid. So, because this is not an easy to read format. Innovative software. Okay, again, I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Also, I cannot go lower because this person put their full contact information and name, so I'm not showing that to people. Please, I don't want to dox you. Please, when you submit it to me, please scrub that information. So yeah, this entire little section. Why is it going all the way down there? It should be deleted. The technical skills I don't think are needed. The summary is not needed. Then you have 2 columns here. Gosh. I feel like you could fit I can't even show you all this because it's like messing up because of the formatting. So yeah, the education and cert should be the same. I don't know if Meta front-end professional cert is worth it or not. I've never seen a company want that, maybe if you're applying to Meta. But the other 2 are, so I think you can at least have it at 2 to 3 lines. So, all right. Also, you say 8+ years of experience and you just graduated 2 years ago. That could be weird. All right, so founding engineer, CoVoice, design and develop the full stack Archer using React, Python, Django, cross-functional real-time communication. Yeah, see, this is actually phenomenal. Formatting, it's awful, but this is what I'd want in an actual bullet point, which is what I expected when I went into this. If it had a 1 to 75 and it has terrible formatting, it means your bullet points are probably good. And this already does hit most of what I want, which is you said you designed and developed a full stack architecture of CoVoice, whatever that is, using React Native, Python, Django, Java, Golang, which are some keywords, and you have API and Django. And you have scalability, which is a word they like. Then you said AI ML, which is good. You have AWS for your cloud. So we have, I think I'm maybe missing TypeScript and JavaScript and HTML. But yeah, this is overall solid. Yeah, I think I may be missing JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and SQL. I think those are the only things I'm missing. I cannot search for them because it would dox your phone number. So, but yeah, overall, these are pretty solid. It's just the problem is this is what I care for on a resume, right? This stuff down here. And there's so much stuff above it that is essentially blocking my view of it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you have React, Python, SQL. Yeah, this is fine. You essentially over-engineered this and made it worse. Like, if you literally removed everything above your experience with the exception of education and certificates, you would have a much better ratio. So stop with the fanciness, all right? Good resumes are boring. I'm sorry. They're stable. We want our resume to be good, just stable and boring and easy to read. And this isn't. So fix the formatting, use my formatting. Bullet point wise, I don't know if you actually really need to change anything. Maybe add JavaScript and CSS, HTML to one of those up top under that, and I think you're okay. In addition, instead of founding engineer, just do engineer, right? If you have your own company, it looks kind of bad on a resume, but once you get into the actual interview, managers are usually okay with it. So what you should do is instead of saying founder and engineer, just say full stack engineer for CoVoice. That's all. And if they ask you about it in the interview, you can tell them like, yeah, I started my own company and I don't like it. I really like working for other people. And that's fine. It's just in a resume, it can be a bit of a red flag. So that's kind of it. Fix the formatting. Add like 3 very small keywords that I think you could fit into maybe the third bullet point or second bullet point, if you even need them. I mean, those are pretty solid bullet points. And replace the founding engineer with full stack engineer. And I think you're going to have a lot better than 1 in 75. I would guess 1 in 35, 1 in 40 potentially. Maybe a little lower actually. So let's go to the next resume. This is a resume review of a software engineer intern. So they want to specifically know how they can get remote jobs. The ratio is actually okay for an intern. It's 1 to 50. And my dog is just attacking me right now. Hello, boy. I love you. So 1 to 50 is not bad, but they want to know how they can get like remote sites. And they want to know if there's any agencies which hire remotely. So the issue with that is, I don't know where you're looking to get remote into. Remote jobs are highly competitive. The other thing is I saw that your phone number, at least if you're going to the US, which you may not be, I don't really know, you need your phone number to be dialable by the people in the country you're applying to. And even then, I don't know if they do a lot of remote internships. So I actually expect this resume to be fine, like content-wise, because again, they have a 1 to 50 ratio. But for remote, there's a couple of other issues that are not just resume related. There's like, can you legally work in that area? Can you legally get an internship in that area? And yes, those things are different. Would they then make that remote, which is probably not. So assuming you're still going for software engineer interns, I can only really base this on software engineering interns in the area that I know. So let's begin, which we already did that 2 resumes ago. So these are the keywords, basic skill set, and I expect this to be good. So fine-tune OpenAI, APIs, good. NLPs integrated with the necessary design of API, optimize APIs, design a lightweight, scalable website integration. There needs to be keywords here. I would like some language, right? I want like Java or Python or whatever. But the fact you have API and AI is okay. I prefer a little bit more. IoT, Raspberry Pi, Synapse, SQL. Here we go. Again, Docker is solid. AppSmith. These are okay. I just want more, right? Like, I would actually sort of go to the keywords on the previous one, because those are a little bit better than yours, from my understanding. Although, really, it depends on where you're going to apply for internships. Project, spearheaded. Yeah, I also want to know that you can work well with others, but there's a lot of percentages here, and I don't really care that much about percentages. So, this is okay. These need to be in the bullet points. You cannot just have these out here. So yeah, it's okay, right? Like, these are okay bullet points, which I guess see why you're doing it. But for remote, I'd probably want a little bit more of what I'm looking for. I want some basic languages. I want to know how you worked well with others, that kind of thing. So this probably does pass for on-site. I don't fully know if it's going to pass for remote, because those are crazy competitive, and these are okay bullet points. So I would actually look at the previous 1 resume ago, not the last one, but the one before that. They had better bullet points in general, although I do like your AI bullet points up here, so these are solid. But yeah, that's it for this resume review video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And check out my live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. PST if you need more help live. And I'll see you all in the next video.